Hey, this is Rick with Outdoor Emergencies at hikingemergencybeacon.com, and today I want to compare two of the all-time best satellite communicators that I have personally seen hit the market. And that is, first of all, the Garmin Explorer Plus right here and the Garmin GPSMAP 67i. But before I jump into all that and tell you the differences and how great they are, or maybe not how great they are, please like, subscribe, share, and turn on notifications so you'll be alerted as soon as I put out new videos. All right, I really think this is going to be a pretty quick video. The Garmin Explorer Plus is the predecessor of the 67i. Now, they're not the same. They're not built off the same platform. What they are similar at, and before I talk about similarities, let's just look at both these. They both have spine adapters. They both have the backpack tethers. They both attach great. Love them. They're both about the same size. All right, almost exactly the same size, almost exactly the same width and height and all that. So, you know, they have very similar buttons and how you move around on the menu. They both have built-in maps, and these are both standalone devices. And when I started in this, you know, the Explorer Plus was already out when I first started about 4 years ago. I think I started in 2019 with this. And this was the #1 satellite communicator. If you wanted the best one with a great battery, to me, when you're out on a long adventure or a very difficult adventure and you don't want to be pulling your phone out and using it, just like the Mini 2, the inReach Mini 2, if you want to have all the functions, or pretty much all the functions that you get with these, you have to sync it with your phone and you have to use your phone. Because you can't, well, you can see trails or routes and tracks on the Mini 2, but you can't see maps. And so if you want to see maps, you have to use your phone. Well, these are standalone devices. They have global pole-to-pole coverage. They both text. They both have SOS. You know, the SOS covers are right here on your right on both of these. They both, this is the weather, you get weather forecasts. You know, they're just almost the exact same device. But, you know, the 67i has a larger screen. The Explorer Plus is a good size screen, but slightly smaller. And I will say, when I've been, you know, going around and looking through the menus and trying different things, it's easier to get around in the 67i than the Explorer Plus. Now not necessarily easier, but there's more things. There's more features. I don't know if you can actually, you know, change the menu items here. I wonder if you can actually. Let's go in here, and if I go to settings, and you know, the menu setup is definitely different here. And if I go, because you go right and left on the menu, and then you go to settings, and there's display, map, tracking, Bluetooth, messages, and see, I haven't gone through. If I hit display, you know, I'm not really seeing where I can go in here and change things to, you know, move things on the menu, add or subtract or move them around. Things that I use more, move to the top. That I can do that on the 67i. I don't really think I can do that here. At least I can't tell if I can. All right, enough about that. So again, when I first got the Explorer Plus, I was just like, oh my goodness, it's the greatest. But then the 66i came out, and it was very powerful, and I really liked it, but the battery was horrible. I was losing my battery in a day, no joke, in a day. I was on one hike on the first segment of the Colorado Trail. We had issues. My son needed help getting off the mountain on the other side, and I was able to charge my device when I had to go back around the mountain to go get him, because he was in a lot of trouble. And we were almost ready to call SOS, or, you know, call emergency services, but we didn't have to because I found him. But I lost my battery in a day on the 66i, and if I hadn't charged it going around the mountain, I might have lost it all. But then the 67i came out, and the battery will last on this one about six and a half days, I believe it is. I'm going to have specs on the screen for both of these devices so you can see weight, size, you know, the battery and all that. So that you'll have seen already. But, you know, this one, when I was talking to Garmin, the 67i, it was built off of, or the inReach technology was added to a device that was already really good at navigating. It has some incredible navigation features. I get on my phone all the time. I would much prefer to create a course on this device, or specifically on my phone, my smartphone, and create the course there than on the Explorer.Garmin page, on the map page. And anyway, it's just great because you can track back, you can navigate and reverse course and waypoints. And there are more features, and it can be challenging for some people if you don't like a lot of tech and a lot of features. But once I got to know it, and I was creating playlists and going through each part of what the 67i offers, now it's easy for me to get around. There's things I still don't use on it, but it's easy for me to get around, and I like it. It has become my #1 satellite communicator over the Mini 2. The Mini 2 I always liked a little bit better than the Explorer Plus because of the things I use when I day hike. I can use my phone and have most of the features that the Explorer Plus had. And now though, with the 67i, having it all in one device, the bigger screen, seeing the maps, and to me it's not that big. It is a little bit bigger, of course. It's, I think, almost twice as big as the Mini 2, but it is my #1 satellite communicator now. So there's really not a whole lot of reason for me to go into each one of these because they're very similar. Garmin told me that, some techs at least did, that the 67i replaces the Explorer Plus. Not the same device, but it's the flagship. The 67i is the new flagship of all the Garmin inReach products. And you can't even buy the Explorer Plus on Garmin anymore. You can still get it on from second parties or third parties, and you can get it on Amazon, but Garmin is not selling it. They do continue to support it, but they told me that at some point with the older devices, they will stop supporting them at some point. So the biggest thing here is to just let you know, these are two of the best devices on the market, but this one's going away. Sorry to say, but the 67i is better. It's faster. It's got a bigger screen. There's just more functions. It's just a better device. So if you're looking at these two and you're like, hey, I can save money and get the Explorer Plus. All right, how long are you going to be able to use it? How long will Garmin support it? I don't know. I wouldn't even want to take a chance on that. If you're looking between these two, save a little bit of money. I think you only might have to spend about $100 more. Maybe even if it's $200 more, save your money, get the 67i. Do not get the 66i. Unless you just don't care about the battery and you can charge it all you want and you go on short hikes, okay, fine, get the 66i. But the processor speed on the 66i isn't as good. Save your money again. Get the 67i. Get the better device. This will always be in my house someplace. Maybe I'll have it in a cabinet and put it in a glass case and go, hey, this was the Explorer Plus. That was the most awesome at one point. But, that's it. I'm going to drag this out too long. But anyway, the 67i is just a better device. They're both great, but this one's going away. Sorry. And so if you got any comments, questions, or you disagree with me, leave the comment below. Thanks for joining me here on Hiking Emergency Beacon. Please like, subscribe, share, and turn on notifications so you'll be alerted as soon as I put out new videos. And if you'd like to support Hiking Emergency Beacon, there's a link in the description below. That's it for today. The sun's coming up, and it's going to be a gorgeous day. A little bit warm for me here in Colorado. It's around 90, 95 these days. I'd prefer it be like 70, 75. I know, I'm in Colorado. I'm complaining, being critical. Sorry. It's just gorgeous. It's just a beautiful morning here. If you got any thoughts, questions, please leave that comment below, and I will see you back out here in Colorado in the next video.